G'day fellas and welcome to game number 3 between TheViper, who spawns on the south side of the map, or rather the east side of the map. Sorry, I did that incorrectly. Spawning on the east side of the map. In the color blue, playing as the FAKED dynasty, it is TheViper. On the opposite side of the map, we've got 3DB, who is also playing the FAKED dynasty in the color red. Now, we are going to do a little bit of a switcheroo here. We talked about this a bit earlier, and we've got the power of movie magic over here, so I'm going to just jump over onto my second monitor. B is spawned. You'll see right here, he is spawned on the left side of your map. So we're going to take B. We're going to move him over to the left side. We're going to take Viper. We're going to move him to the right side. And look at that. Movie magic, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. No longer am I going to be a confused little rodent, I was going to say. I don't know what I would be doing as a rodent that would be so confusing, or why I would be so confused as a rodent. Maybe I'm confused because I'm a rodent. But anyway, there you go. Our movie magic is done. And a big shout out to Lidicore and to EGC TV for letting me take this this from the Twitch stream. So the Twitch stream that is going on right now, I'll be linking it in the description, because by the time you guys watch this, it might be next weekend, and there might be another Twitch stream that is happening. So make sure you go check it out, and of course make sure you check out EGC TV's channel on YouTube, because I'm actually going to be casting tomorrow on YouTube. When I say tomorrow, I'm talking about tomorrow my time. So I think by the time it's time for you guys, I probably will have finished casting, but you'll be able to catch those games on EGC TV's YouTube. You won't actually find them on mine. And when I say I'm casting, that means I'm going to be casting with Lidicore himself, and we're going to be actually, you know, on the official stream. Because right now I'm doing this like a bootleg version of the stream right now. It is quite literally me just like hiding underneath the desk, like drawing in the cable from my neighbor right now. It is a little bit it's a little bit wild. Now, this map, of course, is Lipany. Lipany is a map that has got extra berries on it, so it means civilizations that have berry bonuses, the FAKED dynasty and the Delhi Sultanate, are a little bit stronger on them. Now, one of the things to note is that the way that this map has spawned, it looks like there's only 2 berry bushes that are, or 2 berry patches that are towards the north. All the other berries down towards this south side. So I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see quite a fair bit of a battle between that south side, and it's going to be a fierce battle as well, because we are in the knockout round here between these two players. It's the best of 3. This is the redemption round. The player who loses this game is going home. The player who wins this game is going through to the next round to potentially go on to win the entire tournament. So it is, it's one of those things. Now, when I say that, I didn't really mean the entire tournament, because that's really not what we're fighting over at the moment. We're fighting over points at the moment, and this is, we're heading into the final stage of this weekend. But there's 3 weekends, and not a lot of people realize that, is that there is going to be content coming out from EGC TV, from the Golden League, for many, many months to come. So make sure you hit a subscribe or tune into them. Check them out, all that good stuff. Economic Wing now coming through for Viper. You can see he's reached the 2nd age. We'll go check in with his opponent. 2nd age coming through for him as well. Looks like a stone mine going to be sorted out for him. By the same token, Viper probably going to be moving towards that stone shortly, you'd assume. But B definitely a bit ahead. You can see those villagers moving out now. He's got 5 villagers there. I suspect he's very keen on heading up towards that stone mine, and indeed he is. At the same time, I think Viper is thinking about going for that dynasty. You can see he's sitting at 7 out of 10 at the moment. That's going to make it 8 out of 10. This will be the 9th building, and then maybe a 10th one here. Curious decision as to why he's going there. But now Viper going to be scouting out his enemy, sees the 7 villagers on stone, knows he's definitely a little bit behind. We do see a wheelbarrow as well as fresh foodstuffs coming in for B here. Back over on the other side for Viper. Obviously, wheelbarrow coming in, fresh foodstuffs also coming for him. But still quite a lot of resources to go before players actually get that second town center up. Viper now having 5 villagers out there, going to take some time to get up to it. But you can see B's already up to 350 wood, so nice little bit of a difference there. But Viper does reach the golden age, so it is all golden from here. Still no second town center at this point in time. But let's talk a little bit about what we can expect to unfold in this game. So the standard build order in this game is 3 town centers into Fast Castle, and from there players will look to do some sort of battle with men-at-arms, crossbows, and mangonels. Springalds as well may get thrown in, maybe a keep. maybe some trebuchets as well. But that's typically what it's going to be. But B already switching things up, going to be moving out, going to be only going with the second town center. Now, there are a couple of different options. If you're going to be playing a second town center here, I would be of the opinion you don't want to actually fast castle. If you're going for a second town center, you actually just want to play a feudal age play style. So we'll see how Viper looks to play it out and how he looks to respond, because he's going to be watching what B is up to. He's going to see, hold on a minute, he's only going for a second or one additional town center. He's only going to be playing 2 TCs. Do I really want to go for a third one? That's kind of dangerous. So let's see what Viper looks to do. We'll take a look back towards his base. Actually gathering up a lot of extra stone here, so might not be looking for that second town center. You can see, didn't actually force drop that off. Is indeed adding in a second town center, but I think he might be committing to a third town center here. Now, let's check in with 3DB. We'll see what he's up to. Scout, still not really checking out Viper's base. He does know where the stone is, so he's going to be able to loop back around, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. We can see the way that he's moving. He is intent on coming back towards that position, but obviously unable to do so just yet. But back towards the base now, we do indeed see an archery range coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if we see camels starting to come out from 3DB, and he'll be looking to try and punish Viper. Now, keep in mind, feudal age 2 TC play very strong in this situation here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do actually see B go for a bit of an upset here. Viper definitely going to be looking to gather up enough resources for that third town center, but I'm curious whether he looks to play for a castle age or whether he looks to just play 3 TC feudal. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 3 TC feudal, because when he spots out what his enemy is up to, he's going to be looking to emulate that exact same thing. But I guess the question is, what is the correct response? You see camel archers coming out from your enemy. You see horsemen coming out from your enemy. What do you go? Do you go spears and archers? I think that's probably the correct response, because then you can transition very easily into a castle age composition of men-at-arms and crossbows, and you can use those spears, those archers to supplement them as well. So that's always going to be an option, but you can see that it seems like B's actually just going to be committing to a very light pressure here. So it did look like he was actually going to be going for a feudal age play, but has decided he's going to go for a castle age play instead. And this is really interesting. Now, Demusum was actually talking about this on stream in one of his games. For anybody unfamiliar with Demusum, he's a top 10 player, an incredibly talented guy. I met him at N4C when I went and casted in Germany, and he was saying that between the Abbasid plays, if you're in an Abbasid mirror, if you go 2 town center fast castle and try and kill a 3 town center fast castle, it's just not going to work, because the 3 town center fast castle is going to be able to hold on. By the time you get to their base, they've already made up the difference from that extra town center. And so now we see an outpost going to be coming up on the berries here. You can see the villager going to be falling back, probably going to be going down, almost certainly going to be going down. Manages to make its way alive with 13 food in the bowl, so very, very nice there from Viper to be able to put that down and defend. Now Viper, the question is, what does he look to do from here? Because obviously his enemy has opened up with a little bit of aggression, but Viper doesn't know. Behind this, is there more military being made? Is there archers being made? Is there a ram going to be coming out soon? He sees the second camel coming down though, and he's very, very clueless at this point. So Scout going to be heading out over towards his enemy's base, and that's definitely the right play for him to make, because he needs to get a bit more information about what his enemy's up to. Now, Viper isn't going to be aware that his enemy is already up to castle age, and I think this is actually a very smart play from B, because going 2 town centers up against a 3 town center build, it's almost a guaranteed loss. Yet if you're able to go for a 2 town center play and then force them to think that you're doing something different, that's actually very big brain. And now we see all of the infrastructure beginning to come in. Viper going to be scouting it out. He sees the archery range. He sees the barracks. He can probably put 2 and 2 together at the moment. Ideally, he wants to get line of sight onto this House of Wisdom. That's going to tell him, hey, my enemy is aging up. But let's see how Viper looks to respond to it. You can see B coming down around the back side here, and such an interesting matchup. I really enjoy watching this. It's such a different sort of level of theory crafting, but we can see now Viper going to be falling into the town center here. Camel's taking a lot of damage. They're on hold ground right there, just hanging out for a little bit. Viper going to be aging up very shortly. Does cash in. Now clicks up with the culture wing. Going to be adding in infrastructure. He needs to transition villagers over to wood. He needs to get that production out, and now we see spears beginning to come across the map. Still that castle age yet to come through. You can see it's under construction about 2/3 of the way through, and yeah, I mean, I could honestly talk about this matchup all day. I really love it. I think this is one of the more complex matchups that there are. Obviously, we've seen the Mongol mirror come out once today. Now we're seeing the Abbasid mirror come out as well, and I'm a big fan of this mirror. Obviously not as exciting as the French one, but I think this one is definitely a lot more strategic, and I love the way that that B has looked to exploit Viper just by dropping down that archery range, because you don't know what is my enemy going to play. If he plays 2 TC Feudal, then I might be in trouble. But now we see an early villager moving out. Now Viper spots this as well, so he knows that there could be outposts in the mix, and indeed an outpost does go down, so going to be looking to secure up this central position. Scout going to be careful here. It might be going down. If Viper's not careful, it takes another shot. One more shot to go. It looks like Scout's going to be able to get away. Viper going up to that third age as well. Still yet to add in too much infrastructure. We can see that he has added in an archery range on the front, second archery range coming in. So it could be moving into a composition of crossbows, barracks coming down, second barracks coming down, third barracks coming down. We are looking like we're going to be seeing that composition of crossbows as well as men-at-arms coming through, but at the same time he could look to change things up, but doing a great job of forcing back that villager. He knows how important it is to force that villager back, but 3 archers now coming out for Viper. Be in a little bit of trouble here on this front line, because those archers could be very effective at countering him. Looks like another villager getting caught with its pants down now, down towards this south position. B's going to have to clean that one up. He's trying his best to force Viper into the corner, but now Viper somewhat getting caught out of position himself as the archers looking to try and come out here, and he does reach the next age. Looks like the villager might go down. Oh my god, this could be terrible for B. But Viper now, a lot of villagers in the middle of the map here. Men-at-arms also going to be coming out, and villager is actually going to be going down to the wolf. Wolf was not picked up. This is absolutely massive from B. B loses the villager. B loses the villager. B loses the villager, and this was massive. A lot of people would look at this and say, Drongo, it's absolutely nothing. No, it is absolutely everything. He puts an outpost here. He puts a springald emplacement on it. He moves up here. Outpost, springald emplacement. He's so annoying. Look at this. Springald emplacement right here. He actually sent the villager to this position. Look, you can see right here. He wanted to go for an outpost here. Look at... There's so much potential damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. Viper has been saved by the wolf. Literally. Oh my god, I can't even speak right now. He got saved by the wolf. In the middle of the map now, Moss going to be coming out. Imam going to be coming through for 3DB. I don't know what the healing rate of this is, but is he going fast Imperial? Is 3DB going for a fast Imperial right now? Oh my god, I think he's actually going for... What are you going to do with a fast Imperial, though? What can you even do with a fast Imperial? I don't even know what you can do with a fast Imperial. Look at the resources he's stacking up. He's got to be going fast Imperial. Viper on the other side, though. I mean, we look at the villager count right now. You're seeing 62 for B and only 74 for Viper. So still not a big difference between these two guys. But Viper obviously going to continue scaling. By the time Viper hits 130 vills, B's probably going to be at about 110. So he's definitely going to be okay in that regard. But Viper just continuing to mass up units at this point in time. His production looking incredibly good as well. He's sitting on 1 mosque, 3 barracks, 3 archery ranges. And look at that, taking down the villager that was going to be coming through and building another outpost, and B trying his best to outpost these positions. Viper actually putting a gold mine or mining camp out on this gold vein, and Viper now beginning to move out across the map. You can see these crossbows going to get caught out of position here, so a little bit of a mistake there from Viper. Going to be falling back, and now at the same time going for a bit of a men-at-arm raid. Forestry coming through for him as well. Interesting tech choice coming out of the Viper. Springald emplacement now coming through for him as well on this outpost, and B is looking up to secure a lot of ground on this front. At the same time, coming through for B, still yet to see any... I really have no clue exactly what B is up to with the amount of resources that he's stacking up at the moment. But now Viper going to be moving out towards this position. You can see that he was looking to try and take out this relic, but Viper going to be stopping him in his tracks. +1 armor coming through at the same time. No upgrades coming through for B just yet. So Viper also got that springald emplacement, going to be dishing out that damage. And we can really see that the springald emplacements have become the star of this series. In the first series, we saw how strong they were. Look at the healing coming out right now from this unit on the back line, looking to try and do up some healing. The Imam, a villager going to be moving out for an outpost as well. And Viper going to be holding onto this position. At the same time, we heard a sacred site being taken somewhere. It looks like it might be the middle of the map. Could have been the top of the map. I think it was the top of the map. Villager going to be moving up towards that position. Yeah, definitely going to be an interesting spot. Now, Viper actually moving into the base of B. I apologize for missing this one. Look at all of the units going down here. Viper sitting at 90. Oh my god, Viper's up 30 villagers at this point in time. Viper's up a huge amount of villagers. How much did I miss? I apologize for not seeing that, fellas. You guys probably would have been wondering what the heck was going on. And now Viper going to be looking to hunt down this Imam. You can see he's doing a great job of just microing it out. Crossbow slowly but steadily moving across. He's going to be trying to keep up with this Imam. Imam got 1 movement speed per second, 1.12 tiles coming out from the crossbow. But he's probably going to be able to make it back to the mosque, and even if he's not, I suspect his friend's probably going to be able to help him out. More Imams coming out now. This is the 4th Imam of the game, if I am correct. Look at the healing rate coming out from it, though. Do we have herbal medicine? Herbal medicine is possible to be researched, but Viper just getting cleaned up. A little bit of a multi-pronged attack coming through for him. He's sitting on 97 villagers right now. He's up 36 villagers. A lot of village. Oh my lord, the villagers! Mangonel getting off a decent shot there, but the villagers managed to dodge the majority of it. Viper now starting to push out with that big mass that we were talking about. Taking a look at the perspective of B, though, we still see he's stacking up a huge amount of resources, and this just goes back to the fact he's got no production. I got no idea what the fella's doing. He's got absolutely no production at this point. He's got 3 archery ranges and a barracks. What is going on? Viper now really going to start to push up. Why is it not selecting all of his buildings? He's got 4 archery ranges. What is going on? How many barracks does he have? I don't know exactly how many he's got, but it definitely seems like it's not enough. He's just stacking up so many resources. I think B has completely misplayed this. I thought he was going for a fast Imperial, but he was just stacking up resources. One of the big mistakes that people make in Abbasid, just in Abbasid games, is when they're transitioning into the Castle Age, they don't put enough villagers on wood. Because you need to make a lot of buildings in that transition period. You need to move over, like, I'm not even kidding you, 20 to 25 villages onto wood. And that's what Viper did. And he got out a lot of production. But now Viper going to be securing up this sacred site in the middle. Mangonel moving forward as well. He's taking the sacred site up towards the north. He's securing that up with the sprinkled emplacement is already through. And now Viper moving through. A lot of crossbows now coming out. And the men-at-arms going to be chomping down on it. It's looking incredibly good for the Viper at this point in time. He's managed to hold on. He's got that 3 TC bonus coming through. He's built up a double the villager count of his enemy. I think it might just be a good game. Honestly, when I see that villager count, I genuinely think there is no possible way the Viper can lose it from here. I mean, I say that. He is playing against B. You got to be careful going up against the B. He is a buzzy fella. But Mangonel, interesting positioning right there. Interesting positioning right there, Mr. Mangonel. Big shot coming in from that Mangonel. Whoa, my lord. That was a quick mover. Springwood does come down. Mangonel just going to be making its mind up. Goes down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Villager goes down carrying its berries, unfortunately, to the grave with it. But B going to be under attack now on this front. And Viper looking very strong. I mean, he's got the castle on the hill. Ed Sheeran wrote a song about it. That's how strong it is. So it's incredibly important to remember that Viper is in a great spot here. He's going to continue to funnel in units. He's got plenty of resources in the bank. Going to begin that transition over to farms as well already, despite playing as the Abbasid dynasty. But now we see B going to be looking to secure up his extra sides of the map. You can see he's under attack, multiple angles. Viper just coming through. He says, you ain't getting any walls up, buddy. Keep on dreaming. Keep dreaming. But now Relic's getting taken back towards the base. Mangonel actually firing off. Looks like the mosque probably going to go down. He has managed to evacuate. I think he managed to get 2 of those out. But Imam going to need more than prayer at this point because that Mangonel is looking to absolutely destroy it. Shot's going to be coming down on the archery range. It looks like he does keep it alive. I don't know where that secondary mosque is, but he's... Oh, there it is, up towards the north. He's still yet to bring it back. So only the first relic is out at this point. Now Viper, going to be careful. Springwood's moving around. Viper going to be going up to the Imperial Age. He clicks up, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be going up with the military wing. And Viper looking incredibly strong. This is it. Viper's Abbasid dynasty. Is it going to be able to work it out today? Double siege workshop coming through. So potentially looking for trebuchets, could be looking for bombards. He is going to Imperial Age. I wouldn't be... He's got 57 villagers on food right now. How do you have so many villagers on food, Mr. Viper? That is a lot of food income that you've got coming through right now. That is... How much... That is 3,000 food a minute coming through right now for Viper. That's absolutely huge. Viper looking incredible. Outpost going to be going down in the middle of the map. It looks like the Imam needs to pick up that relic. He does it. He picks up the relic. Needs to evacuate the dance floor because he's going to be in significant trouble. Mill just chilling out towards the north here. Third sacred site getting taken up. Viper looking incredibly good right now. He's playing so methodically, so well. And this is part of the thing, man. Like, when it came to N4C, Viper wasn't looking the best. He was playing a lot on the ladder, but he wasn't doing a lot of, custom games, a lot of scrimming. Now we are seeing Viper scrimming a lot more, playing these very high-level, complex games, and as a result, he's developing so much more as a player. He knows what he needs to do in these situations, and we can see just how strong he is in this position. Now beginning to save up resources as well. Look at the amount of freaking resources he's got in the bank. Actually, you guys can't see down there. It's up here. Look at the resources up there that he's got. But now the forces for his opponent beginning to aggress, beginning to move on the keep on the hill, the castle on the hill. The Viper has aged up to the next stage. We're going to see plenty of production coming out. A little bit of a ram dance coming through at this point. Imperial Age about to come through for Viper, and we've got ourselves a bit of a battle beginning to unfold as Viper looks to try and hold on. Imperial Age is through. All of the units beginning to move out here. Viper going to be holding on. He's very happy that he's reached the Imperial Age, and it looks like B just taps out. He doesn't even lose his army. He just says, you know what? I've already lost the game. You're way too far ahead. B taps out. Good game. Well played. Viper moves through to the next set. He's going to be going up against, I suspect it is Marine Lord that he's going to be going up against. I'd have to double check that, but I'm 99% sure it's going to be Marine Lord. And that is a series you guys don't want to miss. I'm going to leave a link in the description to where you can catch those games. In fact, it's going to be the next game up on this channel. We're going to be casting it live, but you're going to be able to see even more of these casted games over on EGC TV. Let's take a look at this. Look at the villager count. Look at the raids. I can't believe I missed these raids. These are absolutely huge, going down from 70 villagers down to less than, what is that? That's got to be like 40, no, it's got to be like 52, 53. Huge raids coming through from Viper. Viper just cleaning house, never loses a villager in the game, looking so stable. At the same time, military count. Viper just managing to pop off as soon as he hits that castle age. 3DB, just the consequence of not making enough military production facilities. That's really what happened there. He didn't make enough military production facilities. He got up to the castle age, and he just kind of went stagnant. Look, you can see here, Viper literally explodes overnight and goes boom, 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 boom. 3DB just barely able to even get it up. Poor fella. Absolutely poor fella. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's probably going to be the Viper up against Marine Lord, so make sure you check that one out. Congratulations going over to the Viper, or should I say, the Viper.